Hi, friends. This is just a quick 3 card pull reading. The energy around a lot of people is very heavy right now, so I wanted to provide whatever clarity I can. I've pulled 3 cards: the Strength reversed, the Judgment card reversed, and 5 of Swords reversed. So, with Strength reversed, we're talking about very raw emotion. This is like screaming at the top of your lungs. This is feeling that kind of rage that almost makes you black out. Strength reversed is Leo energy that is misplaced, right? So Leo rage is a very specific beast within the zodiac, and it can be really productive, but this is feeling a little bit like something that's stuck. My dog has this spiral toy that if I put treats in, he has to like paw it for treats to come out. But sometimes the treat will get wedged if it's not at the right angle. And I watch him like tire himself out trying to get at it. This feels a little bit like that energy. And this is anything that you have a grip on right now, you have to let go of. What's happening is your pride is getting in the way of progress. And when the Strength reversed card comes up, and especially with the energy I'm feeling, this is likely for somebody that's experienced a setback very recently, as in like today or within this week. And it feels very defeating. It feels this is like it's time for you to give up on something. You could be giving up on, especially because this is a Leo card, you could be feeling like you're giving up on your career or the prospect of you being successful within your career or in performance. That's not the case at all. What's happening is that the universe is cleaning things up in the wake of eclipse season. And you have to remember, we're ending an eclipse season and beginning a new one. But because the new one is in Virgo Pisces, it's a little, the vibe is very different from Aries and Libra. And so we are just letting it play out. This week is a lot of letting fated events play out. If you are feeling like you're not being seen, you're not being heard, nothing is coming to pass the way that it should because you are a good person, then it's probably because it's coming at a speed that is faster than what you're anticipating and will show up in a way that is much more unexpected than you're anticipating. This is also just not the right time. And that can be really hard to hear, especially if it's something that you want. But you have to remember always that karma or Saturn always delays but will never deny. So that's what's coming up with the first card, which leads me pretty perfectly into the second, which is the Judgment card reversed. The Judgment card reversed comes up when you are ignoring your spiritual maintenance. This card is about comparing yourself to other people, watching other people get the things that you deserve or that are getting the things that you want some version of. It's watching that unfold in real time. It's the pain that comes with that. And then paired with the Strength reversed, it's a double ego death. It is you suffering at the hands of your own pride because you know that you should also be getting this thing. And it's having to sit back and watch people that, at least in your eyes, don't deserve it get it. But this together is no, it's just that what you have been manifesting is a much broader thing. It's a much more, it's all encompassing. It involves very many avenues of your life. And in order for everything to tumble into your life the way it's supposed to, it all has to be very lined up. You know how sometimes you'll talk to people and they're, for all intents and purposes, everything is working out for them. Like they are making money, they have a partner, maybe they have children, they have what seems like a stable career, but they are in turmoil in their heads. This is striking me as a reading for a group of people that are quite peaceful in their heads. You might be feeling that Leo that rage and need an outlet for that. But this is not the same as that experience. This is something that is I don't want to say it's like better than what other people will get, but for you it is. For you it is the best possible thing. And this also is a deliverance with judgment that is like other people observing it in awe and thinking like, "Oh wow, thank God they waited for that to pan out. Thank God that other situation didn't work out." Also, I will go ahead and tell you that this is something coming to pass that the roles will be reversed. You need to learn how to tamp down your jealousy and frustration, because when it's your turn, you will be receiving a lot of that energy from other people. And it's very important that you, don't cave and don't become a person with those kinds of petty emotions. It's very natural to feel them. I feel them all the time, but you just have to recognize it and be able to work through it. And B, it's very important that you are in the practice of expressing gratitude even when things are, and especially when things are very bleak, which I think collectively is now, right? There's something else that I feel like telling you, which is that it's a really good time to get off of your phone and into the world. It's 2009 out there off of this phone. If you go out into the world and make yourself interact with people and form community, you will realize and remember that the majority of the world is good, right? We do have this like super evil faction of people that are controlling a lot, but in real life experiences, people want to help you. People are open to communicating. What you are consuming is not the same as your convictions. So you have to be able to discern what your convictions are. And I know that a lot of people don't want to hear this, but you just have to keep believing that your life is going to work out and that it is in fact working out right now. And in believing that, you have to also keep yourself very humble and continue to be kind to the best of your ability, which leads me to the last card, which is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords I call the jugular card because it is the kind of argument, it's when somebody says something to you that you will never forget, and or you say something to somebody that they will never forget or forgive. So while you are licking your own wounds and suffering your own, whatever your personal tragedy is right now, be very careful to not alienate people that are just trying to help. If that means you need to lay out extremely clear boundaries and say, I am not capable of having this conversation, I am not capable of interacting or doing this thing with you, then say that. It is better to hurt their feelings a little bit by doing that than to hurt them forever by doing something much bigger. And especially because there's a Leo card at the top of this especially applies to my fixed signs. So that's going to be Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You are experiencing the remnants of eclipse season. And so you have to be able to recognize it for what it is and not go for the jugular unnecessarily. It's also important that you don't take to heart too much of what's being said right now. Everything is very inflammatory. And I will just remind you that Saturn and Neptune are hanging out for the next year. So they are egging each other on. They are making you believe that falsehoods are truth. They're making you doubt the trajectory of your life. They're making you feel old. They're making you feel like you've run out of time. They're making you apathetic. Fight like hell against that feeling because it's not true. I know that everybody is really going through something. Every reading I've done for the last now about a week, I have had to say some version of you're just going to feel a little bit heartbroken. I think that it's just a lot of us experiencing the fallout, but you're a good person and good things are coming to you. If you are looking for more guidance and want to know more about specific rituals that will work for you, or you want to know more about your chart, or you just want somebody to channel specific predictions for you, my readings are open and I would be happy to help you. Also, on October 1st, I am starting a cohort for The Artist's Way. It is a 12-week program created by Julia Cameron, and it is a program that allows every person to tap into their inner creator slash creative. It is totally free to participate. I'm taking 8 people. Right now it's just 3 of us, but I'm going to do a weekly live tarot reading. I don't love participating in a group, so this is very hands off. Like, you can have your camera off in the Zoom meeting. I will just ask that you respond to like posts and participate within the group. I want to cap it at 8 people just so it can be specific and helpful. I also, with that group, will give you like specific predictions as you are interacting with me and telling me what's coming up for you in the workshop. I will like pull a card for you. It will be like a coaching, but I'm hoping to just keep it going forever. And it helps hold me accountable with The Artist's Way as well. But I think the way to counter a lot of this is funny because I just did a 3-card pull for somebody and I feel like it was almost the identical messages, but I think the way to counter a lot of the grief we're feeling is to create and to really dive into what makes us unique and weird and cool, and just like forgetting about how cringe it is to put your story out there and to do it anyway. That is the little mini reading for, what is today? Thursday, September 25th. I really know. I feel you. If you're going through it, I feel you. And I can feel, literally, I can feel you. So hang in there. And above all, let's just do our best. Bye.